So rounding off decimal numbers, and this is a continuation. So here we have, what number is this? 64.8253. And then the first column is rounding to the nearest unit. So what is the unit there?
64.
What's the unit there?
4.
Somebody says 64. You say 6 is the unit.
4.
64. The two of them unit.
4.
How can 2 digits give you a place? You said 6. You said
4.
How can it be 6? 64.8253. This is the unit, this is tens. I don't know why this thing is still confusing you. If you have another number, it's 100. And you initially said that 2 digits will give 1 unit. How can 2 digits give 1 unit? I don't know why that thing is still, place value is still confusing you guys up to now. So 4 is under units, and therefore 4 is our rounding digit. The next number is what?
8.
So what do we do? What do we do? Talk now.
64.8.
64 point. Which one is a rounding digit? Huh? For nearest unit, which one is a rounding digit here?
4.
4 is a rounding digit. So what do we do there? When we discover, when I try to say the rounding digit, what do? We check the next one that is after it to know if it is up to 5. And if it is up to 5, we add 1 to the rounding digit. But if it is not up to 5, we remove the rest number and write our answer up to that word, rounding digit, and stop there. Do you understand? So our answer is supposed to be, because this 8 is up to 5, we do 4 plus 1. Huh?
5.8.
Are we going to throw away 6? Our answer is 65. Is it clear?
Yes.
Coming to the nearest tenth. What is our digit in the tenth?
8.
8 is at the 10th place. In the 10th place. And our next number, the next digit is what? 2. And it is not up to 5. So we are not going to add any 1 to the rounding digit. So our answer is going to be 64.8. 64.8. Is that clear?
Yes.
So in the next column, we are rounding to the nearest what? 100 or 2 decimal places. Remember that nearest tenth is 1 decimal place, and nearest 100 is 2 decimal places. And therefore, the 2 decimal places will be 2. Because if you after the decimal point, the first number comes, the second number is 2. Therefore, 2 decimal places is 2. 2 is our rounding digit. The next number there is what?
5.
And it is up to 5. It's exactly 5. Therefore, we are adding 1 to 2. So our answer is going to be 64.83. Coming to the next column, we are rounding to the nearest 1,000 or 3 decimal places. 3 decimal places, the digit there is what? At the 3rd decimal place. This is the 3rd decimal place. digit there is 5. Then the next number, which is what? 3, is not up to 5. Therefore, we're not adding anything to the rounding digit. So our answer there is going to be what? 64.82. Coming to the nearest 10,000, which is the last column. Okay, we are rounding to 4 decimal places because it's nearest for 10,000, and this is the 10,000. This very one. This very one. I hope I'm correct. Nearest 10,000 is this very one, and there is no number after it. There's no number. It doesn't have a next number. You can see that it is just 1, 2, 3, 4, but all of these ones are 5, 5. That's why we were able to round at this point. But here, we assume that what we have there was 0. So we're not adding anything. So our answer is going to be exactly the same thing. That we're not changing anything because there is no next word number. So our answer is going to be 64.825.3. So our answer will be the same as the one given to us. Is it clear?
Yes.
Now coming to this one, we have 7.10546. And in the first column, we are rounding to the nearest what? Unit. So our answer is going to be what? 7. And 7 because the next number is not up to what? 5. Next number is 1. Therefore, answer is going to be 7 again. Coming to the second column, we are rounding to the nearest tenth. Is it clear? Or 1 decimal place. That is 1 digit after the decimal point. That's what it means. 1 number or one digit after the decimal point. So the nearest tenth, the number at the 10th place is what? 1. And the next number there is what? 0, which is not up to 5. Therefore, our answer is going to be what? 7.1. 7.1. Then in the next column, we are rounding to the nearest what? 100 or 2 decimal places. And the number there is what? The digit there is 0. And the next number is what?
5.
It's up to 5. So our answer is going to be what?
7.151.
7.11. I don't know who said 5. 7.11. They're going to check whether this one is up to 5. Now it's up to 5. We add 1 to 0. Is it clear? Then in the next column, we are rounding to the nearest what? 1,000 or 3 decimal places. And if you check, the number at the 3rd decimal place is what? 5. And the next number is what?
4.
Which is not up to
5.
So what do we do? Our answer will be what?
7.105.
Correct. 7.105. Now in the last column, we have rounding to the nearest 10,000. Then we check. Yes, we have up to 10,000. We have up to 10,000. The number at that place is what?
4.
4 is there. And the next number is what?
6.
6, which is up to 5. Therefore, we're adding 1 to 4. So our answer is going to be what? 7.1055. Then coming to this one, number 6, nearest unit, our answer is going to be what?
0.
0, because the next number is what? 0. So our answer here is 0. And then coming to the next column, we're running to the next nearest tenth, and the digit there is what? 0. This 0 is at the 10th place, or 1 decimal place. And the next number is what? 5. It's not this 0 we are rounding. We have already rounded here. This is the next one. That's at the 10th place. Therefore, the next number is 5. Therefore, what is going to be our answer?
0.05. 0.1.
Check well.
0.1.
Because this is the round, 0 is a rounding digit and 5 is up to 5. It's exactly 5. So we're adding 0, 1 to 0, making it 1. Then in the next place, next column, we're rounding to the nearest 100 or 2 decimal places. The digit there is what?
5.
5. And so we are
2.
our answer. The next number is 2, which is not 5. So what's going to be our answer?
0.05.
0.05. Then in the next column, we're rounding to the nearest 1,000 or 3 decimal places. So what is going to be our answer? The rounding digit is what?
2.
2. The next number is what?
6.
So what do we do?
0.
We add 1 to
2.
2. Our answer will now be what?
0.05.
Yes, 5, 3. Correct. The last column now, we're rounding to the nearest 10,000, and the digit there is what?
6.
And the next number is what?
9.
So what do? We add 1 to 6. Our answer will now be what? 0.0527. Correct. Coming to the last now, but not the least, we are rounding to the nearest what? Unit. So what is going to be our answer? Which digit is at the units place? 2. And the next number is what?
4.
We're not adding anything. So our answer will be what? Just that 12. Okay, let's continue. In the nearest tenth, what will be our answer? The rounding digit is what? 4. And the next number is what?
5.
What do we do?
Add 1 to 4.
Add 1 to,
4.
and our answer will be what?
12.5.
Correct. In the next column, we are rounding to the nearest what? 100 or 2 decimal places. And the number, the digit we are rounding is what? What's the digit we are rounding?
5.
Because 5 is at the 100th place or at the second decimal place. And the rounding, the next number after it is what? 2. And it's not up to 5. So we do what?
12.
Your answer will be 12.45. We're not adding anything to the rounding digit. In the next column, we are rounding to the nearest what? 1,000. Nearest what? 1,000. Or 3 decimal places. And the number at the 3rd decimal place is what?
2.
2 is at the 3rd decimal place or at the 1,000th place. And the next number is what? 5. And therefore we are adding 1 to 2, making it 3. So our answer will be 12.453. Finally, we are rounding to the nearest 10,000 or 4 decimal places. And the digit there is?
4.
The digit there is what? 5. So look at it. 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 5 now. Is at the 10th, is at the 10,000th place. Because the value of that 5 is what? What's the value of 5? 12.4525. What's the value of this 5? Sometimes, if you write it like this, if you ask to change it towards whole number, it's going to be what? Over write 1 under point 0, 0, 0, 0. What number is this?
10,000.
It's not 10,000.
10,000.
So the value of this 5 is 5 10,000. 5 10,000. So that's to tell you that 5 is at the 10,000 place or the fourth decimal place. So it is the rounding digit. Do you understand?
Yes.
But there is no number after it. We assume that it is 0. There's no number after it. So we're not adding anything. So our answer is going to be exactly the same. 12.4525. So that is the last one. I hope it is understood.
Yes.
If you see it anywhere, round to the nearest 10, round to the nearest 100, round to one decimal place, round to two decimal places, you should be able to do it. Because it's very whole numbers. It's not hard.